Hey everyone, what's good? It's Jan. Quick question. How many times today has your brain lied to you? Stuff like, you're not ready for that, everyone's judging you right now, just skip the workout, you've earned the rest, or in the gym, throw another plate on, you got this. Even though your shoulders are rounding and your ego is driving the bus. We call that ego lifting when it happens with weights, but the truth is, our egos and brains do this to us constantly in training, chasing goals, content creation, relationships, everything. I'm Jan. I'm a coach, former District 1 New Jersey wrestling champion, and someone who's had to learn this lesson the hard way with an old rotator cuff injury and building my life here in LA. Today we are breaking down exactly why this happens, the specific lies your mind tells you, and how to work with your ego and brain instead of letting them run your life into the ground. If you've ever felt stuck, even though you know better, stay with me. This changes everything. Why it happens. Your brain didn't evolve for 2026, Los Angeles traffic, building a YouTube channel, or progressive overload in the gym. It evolved for survival. Avoiding these threats, protecting status in the tribe, and keeping you alive. That voice we call the ego, it's the part that protects your identity and avoids discomfort, physical or emotional. Back then it was useful. Now, it's often running outdated code that creates more problems than it solves. As Ryan Holiday puts it in Ego is the Enemy, ego gives us wicked feedback, disconnected from reality. It's defensive precisely when we cannot afford to be defensive. It blocks us from improving by telling us that we don't need to improve. That's the core lie. It feels true in the moment because your nervous system is treating a tough set, a difficult conversation, or starting something new like a saber-toothed tiger. Your job isn't to kill the ego, it's to update the software so you stay in the driver's seat. The common lies. Let's get concrete with the lies we hear every single day. 1. Ego lifting. Literal and figurative. Your brain says add more weight. People are watching. You need to look strong. So you sacrifice form, do partial reps, and either stall your progress or get hurt. I've seen it with clients, and I've caught myself tempted, especially coming from wrestling, where push through was the culture. Real strength comes from checking the ego and training with intention. 2. Negativity bias. Your brain is Velcro for bad stuff and Teflon for good. One bad rep, one critical comment, one off day, it blows it up and erases all the evidence of progress. Suddenly the story becomes, I'm not consistent, I'll never get there. 3. The confirmation bias. You only notice information that confirms the story your ego wants to tell. One setback and the brain goes, see? I knew I wasn't cut out for this, while ignoring every previous win and lesson. 4. Self-serving bias and avoidance. Success? I learned that. Struggle? Bad luck. Circumstances? Other people. It protects your identity in the short term, but keeps you from owning what you can actually control and improve. These same patterns show up outside the gym too. In content creation, this video isn't good enough, don't post it. Relationships, don't be vulnerable, you'll get hurt. Or just deciding to eat well or wake up early. The brain offers comforting lies to avoid short-term discomfort at the cost of long-term growth. How to work with it? Good news. You don't have to fight or destroy your ego and brain. They're trying to protect you. They're just using old software. The move is to create space between you and the thoughts so you can choose consciously. The first tool, label it. When the voice pipes up, don't argue or instantly believe it. Label it. That's an ego thought trying to protect me from discomfort. Negativity bias alert. Confirmation bias kicking in. This is mindfulness in action. You move from being the thought to observing it. Huge difference. Tool number 2, the evidence check. Is this 100% true? What's the evidence for and against? What would I tell a client or friend in this exact situation? For ego lifting, is adding this weight going to build more muscle safely, or is my ego chasing validation? Tool number 3, use the body to reset the brain. When you feel the story heating up, interrupt it physiologically. Try a physiological sigh. 2 quick inhales through the nose, long exhale. Or simple box breathing. 4 seconds in, hold for 4, out 4, hold for 4. It signals safety to our nervous system so the ego alarm quiets down. I'll be using this more with my own training and recovery. Tool number 4, redirect ego energy instead of fighting it. Your competitive drive and desire to look, feel strong isn't the problem. It's fuel. Set rules so it serves you. I only increase weight when I hit perfect form for the target reps. Turn ego into disciplined, intentional training instead of reckless lifting. Same principle applies to content, business, or any goal that you have. Tool number 5, future self and smallest action. Ask, what would the version of me who already has the results do right now? Then take the smallest possible version of that action. Ego hates starting small because it doesn't feed the identity story fast enough. But small, consistent actions are what actually compounds. And they humble the ego in the best way. A good personal note and 7-day challenge. This stuff has been huge for me with my shoulder rehab. My ego wanted to push heavy like the old wrestler days. Reality, I need smart, sometimes boring mobility and progressive loading. When I stopped letting the I'm tough, I can handle it story run the show, I actually started progressing again. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, keep a simple ego log. 3 times a day, morning, midday, evening, catch one lie your brain or ego told you. Write what it said, what it was trying to protect, what you choose or will choose instead. Your ego and brain aren't trying to ruin your life. They're trying to keep you safe in a world that no longer requires that level of constant defense. The real work is learning the language, thanking them for the warning when it's useful, and then choosing based on who you actually want to become. If this video gave you clarity, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people see this kind of content. Subscribe if you are into real talk on training, mindset, and comment below. What's one area of your life where you notice your ego or brain lying the most right now? Train smart, live intentionally, and remember, the biggest gains happen when you stop fighting yourself and start leading yourself with awareness.